Testing, testing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a reading on Chris Brown and Chloe Bailey. The first question I want to ask before I get into their reading is why do collectively people like hate on Chloe? Now, for me particularly, I just get a vibe from Chloe that she's not really being herself. And at first I was kind of chalking it up to she being young and she's still trying to find her way and everything like that. But um, I don't really. It's something else to it because once I found out that Chloe was attached to Beyonce when she was a kid, because she was in that Fighting Temptations movie and whatnot, and ever since I found that out, I was like, nah, it's something else going on. So there's something happening. Like Chloe Bailey, Namani, and it's somebody else that they trying to make popular right now. These are all R&B singers, and they really trying to make these motherfuckers popular, and it's just not happening. And I feel like it's because it's some type of disconnect, you know. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, a few days ago. I was talking about like in the early 2000s, I believe that they let out like a lot of clones. Now, um, clones to me is people that they put through heavy MK Ultra, like similar to the kind that they use to create a specific type of soldiers. They have another type of training that they use to create celebrities. Now, when it comes to singers, they start these trainings like when these kids are young. So when they are younger, they put them through certain type of rituals to make them like traumatized, similar to like what they started doing with the Egyptians and the pharaohs and stuff like that. They will put them through extreme trauma to make them more controllable, completely controllable, actually, not more, but completely controllable. Like if you go watch my Tiffany Haddish video, I talked about it. Um Drew Barrymore video, I talked about it. I mean, damn, majority of the celebrity videos will be real, but mm. um and I'm feeling like Chloe is one of those MK Ultra babies. And I feel like when she was young, she was given to Beyonce and Jay-Z. But I don't feel like Beyonce and Jay-Z own her, you know. I feel like there's a lot going on when it comes to that. And I think it's because of what Jay-Z is attached to. So anything Jay-Z so-called own, he never really owns it. Whatever own him owns it. So um just making sure my nails clean, child. So I also want to get into the relationship between Beyonce and Chloe because I do feel like the method that they have for Chloe is whatever they did with Beyonce. Now that shit just don't work. You got to walk your own path, you know. Um, you have to create your own image. You got to walk your own path and everything. So the thing with Chloe that I'm seeing is that when she first came out, like when she did music with her sister, it had like a whole different sound and everything. Um, and they seem to have like a large Christian fan base. I don't think that they ever did Christian music, but I think they have like a Christian background or something like that. And they had like a really innocent image, but it's because, well, one, they was really young when they came out. It's just kind of weird how they make it seem like Chloe and her sister became famous off of the YouTube channel, right? Like they were singing on YouTube and Beyonce noticed them. That's the story that they put out. But then you find out that Chloe was in the movie with Beyonce much younger than when she started showing up on YouTube. So I just hate the lies, man. Anyways, but they was younger when they started out and then they got grown. And then when they got grown, Chloe went into a more sexualized direction. And I'm gonna ask why. Let's start out with that. Let's just okay. Why did she go in the more sexualized direction? Now I did listen to the Chris Brown and Chloe song. I did not like it. I'm just gonna be real. It just it didn't touch me. It didn't really do nothing for me. One thing about Taurus is Chris Brown is a Taurus is that they really know how to dress. They're really good at fashion and stuff like that. All right. So why did she go into the sexualized direction? A lot of cards. First card that came out though is a King of Wands. So she could have had that turned out. Or got an attachment or something. All right, let's see. Hmm. I think she did get with somebody. I'm not sure if it's that rapper. It could have been somebody before him, actually. It was some rapper that she was dealing with. They have to go through that ritual too, but I don't really feel like it was him though. I feel like it was somebody before him. Um, I feel like this person was placed in her life on purpose to actually put this. See, I was just talking about this shit too. Like, it's just been weird things. It's been really weird lately. It's not weird, really. Like, I'm so used to weird shit that it's not really weird to me. I say weird as in, um, it's not average. It's not like regular shit. It's like whatever. But, um, so like if you watch The Matrix, that's real. We live in a matrix like reality simulation or something like that. And they, a lot of times to control us, they send out people with certain attachments to them. And those people are sent to us to attach those attachments to us. Now, within those attachments, is certain type of programmings. It could be like a certain type of personality, a certain type of addiction, a certain type of negative emotion or something like that. So, what you do is they will send these people in your life, you meet them. These people have already read your profile. They know what you like, they know how to get close to you, they know what to say. Um, they know your personality in and out. And I'm not just talking about the shit that you have online. Like, these people just didn't just read your social media. These people have records on you. I'm talking about school records. I'm talking about doctor records. These people have all of that. If you ever went to a therapist, they have records on that. So these people really know you. That's why it'd be weird. Like when you meet these agents, when they come to you, um, they will say shit like they know that you like they would like they said that it's something that you never really put online or something. They said that you was a fan of a particular book or something. And you never really told nobody about it. But it's on your search history all the time. They seen that this is a book that you really invested in, a series that you really invested in because you keep buying it every time it comes out. They will have that record. So, you could just be chilling one day and this motherfucker will come up to you, the agent, and be like, yeah, man, I was just reading this book right here. And it will be the book that you are into. The book that you read, every book that come out in this series. And they will form some type of connection with you. And but maybe later on down the line, you will learn that this person hate to read, you know? It will start to be clear that this person was only doing shit to get inside, to get in your doors, to get in your drawers, to get in your heart. Because I feel like they get paid even more to make you fall in love with them because um love could make you really dumb, especially when you're dealing with the wrong people or dealing with these agents. So a lot of times they will strive to make you fall in love with them. Okay. Put you on the love spells and all types of shit because they know how powerful that is. So, and I feel like this is what happened to her. See, okay, the thing about like the celebrities being like under like this heavy MK Ultra, which we are all under this MK Ultra, but there's different levels to it. And but see, even though they have like a certain amount of control over her because of certain traumas and stuff that they installed in her, certain triggers, um like they still would do like deceptive things to you, like put you into a relationship and you think that you found true love, right? You think that this person coming up to you and they telling you everything that you ever wanted to hear, you fall in love, you start to have sex with this person, and then your personality start to change, your mentality start to change, your ambition, what you wanted out of your life starts to change. You get what I'm saying? So so even though they have like a certain amount of control over these celebrities, they would still set them up like that. So they would send people in your life, lovers, friends, and they would attach things to you, certain type of programmings. And one of the programmings that was attached to her was this overly, I'm hearing sex kitten. It's the sex kitten program. They attached that to her by from some type of King of Wands she was dealing with. Can you give me more on this King of Wands? Yeah. This person really like See, they came in, made her fall in love and everything. But they was non-committal and they broke her heart, but breaking her heart is a part of the process, okay? That's a tactic that they use. So these agents, they will come in your life, they will make you fall in love, and then they will start acting funny, not wanting to commit, even though when you met them, they told you that they wanted something different. They wanted commitment and shit like that. But no, that's the whole plot, you know? Like breaking your heart, it lower your vibration. And when they lower your vibration, they could get the attachments to stick better. Yeah. It really gave her like a sex addiction. Gave her a sex addiction and it broke her heart. Like this person was non-committal, made her fall in love. Happiness came out reverse. She didn't get what she wanted to get out of it. I'm gonna try to just talk through these moments where my screen do this because it's almost like the man in black where they because it makes my mind go blank. This is a tactic too. So I have to fight against it and everything. But that's what it does. That's why they do it. It's almost like in a man in black when they shoot that flash in your eyes and it makes you forget things. Like that's the effect. I don't know if it has the same effect on the crowd or not, but I could literally feel it every time that happens to my screen. It starts to make my mind go blank. But it's all right because spirit got me. So even when it do go blank, spirit just reconnect me to the energy. So yeah, this gave her like a sex addiction. And that's why her image is so overly sexualized now, but that's what her company wanted. Because I believe before they sent this person in, they talked to her about it. Like, look, we really need to up the sexual theme and stuff like that. And I feel like she was hesitant because I could hear her saying, like, that's not me. Like, she didn't feel like it was her. She didn't even feel like it was good for her image. So she was resistant towards it, but I feel like she was still going to go along with it. But when they would put her in certain clothing and stuff like that, she would look uncomfortable. She would have anxiety. I'm hearing like panic attacks. So that's why they sent that lover in to give her that attachment, to get her over like inhibitions, to make her like more loosen up or something like that. Let me get some water, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Sometimes people contact me and they want to make like a request or something like that, and they will ask me about it. I think what I'm gonna do is like for like $5. If you send like a cash out for $5 and you want like a certain subject for me to talk about, a question or something on like a world topic. It's not a personal reading. This is for like videos for my YouTube channel. But if you are curious about something or whatever like that, want me to do a reading on it, if you would send to my cash out $5 and the question, I might cover it. But if I choose not to cover it, I would refund you the money. Um, The only thing I don't like about that is that I know if I don't take it and I refund you the money, I'm gonna lose money. because cash out, because it's a business account, it take off a certain percentage or something like that. And so me sending you back, I will only get like $4.80 or something like that. But I would, if I refund you, that means that that's like 10 cents out of my pocket and everything, which I don't mind. That's why I want to keep the price small so that, you know, and if I do send it back and I decide not to do the subject, like don't take it personally or nothing like that. I just might not. If I really can't get into it, then I don't want to force myself to try to get into it. So I'm gonna do that. If you're interested, if you want to make a request, then do it like that. All right, let's continue. Yeah. Mm, man, damn. This particular relationship with this King of Wands really changed everything about her. I felt like people felt like they could barely even recognize her. Like she really did become like a different person. Um, God damn. She went into a like some type of depression and how did she get out of this? Because I felt like they had to do like a damage control. I felt like, they sent this person in, the person did their mission and everything like that. And it did break her, but it made her lose her ambition as well. Um there was other issues when it comes to like money not getting what she think that she deserve or something like that. And it really fucked with her energy. The energy that they had attached to her, it was also draining energy from her, which I don't think that they wanted, but see, because they wanted to still work her, they seen her as like a product and they just wanted her to do what they tell her to do. And they had this attachment attached to her, but it had like a bad side effect or something like that. Like she felt drained. She wanted to give up at some point. I don't think it's like taking her life, but I feel like just give up on the industry, give up on music and everything. There was a whole debate about it. There was a lot of conversations and arguments. And I feel like this is like corporate. How did they get her out of this energy? Mm. Cause with this Ten of Swords, I'm feeling like to get her out of that energy, it's like they traumatize her even more. I believe they sent in the other person. They sent in somebody else. Yeah. They sent in somebody else, another lover. to help her break out of the depression of the last lover because they needed her to work, but they wanted that sex demon to definitely take over and help her to go into this image. They so dumb though because she was right. She was right. Um right now people are in the energy where they are gravitating towards realness, you know. But they thinking that they know better. They don't know shit about this energy that is coming down here now. They don't know shit about it, but they keep trying to manipulate it. They keep trying to shock us into like how they used to and get the reaction that they used to get out of us. But we not in that space anymore. Like we not even um like we tapping into our spirit. So if you want to get our attention and everything, you have to make us feel something real. And they just can't do that. They can't do that. So they keep trying to find things that work. It's like they trying to do what worked in the early 2000s. They really is naive to the point that they think that they could just put a black female in some booty shorts and have her talk about sex and everything, that's going to get her the same attention that it did back in the day. But no, we in different times, different energy. And if you don't embody that sexual energy for real, because I'm pretty sure that there's women out there, females out there who naturally are just sexual like that, you know, and they like to show their body like that and they like to talk about sex and everything. They naturally are like that. But Chloe, she ain't like that. So it don't look right on her and we could feel that, you know. But they force her into that image anyways. They spiritually manipulated her into that image. And and you know what? I actually think that she's like a sensitive person. I don't think that they gonna get many years out of her the way that they going. Um, I see she's a hard worker. Yeah. Like she would work herself to the bone. She would work herself into exhaustion. She have a issue with being a perfectionist. Um, but she has like a tormented soul. Her soul is screaming all the time. Um, something about that. Okay. I'm not talking in the sense of like, like the tormented artist or something. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is like past life, um, past life energy and stuff like that. I feel like in a past life, she might have like sold her soul and stuff like that. So she just kind of doing her time because she in the belly of the beast. I don't even really know what that means, but that term came up in my head and I remember hearing it before, but I have to actually do research on it. Okay, so um give me more insight on the soul screaming. Give me more on that. I keep hearing that she is open for redemption. Like, okay, I guess there's different levels to it and everything. Some of these condemned souls, they could get redemption, but they do have to work for it. They have to, but she like on the verge of it or something like that. Yeah, it's the first card that came out is forces beyond your control intervene. It came out upright, so it let me know that like her spiritual team or whatever rescue mission. I'm hearing rescue mission. There's been a rescue mission for her. They've been trying to set her free for lifetimes. I don't think that like why why is her why is she condemned in the first place? Why was she condemned in the first place? Oh, greed, man. Why was she condemned in the first place? Greed. She did want to, you know how they talk about the if I see hair under my underarms, do not talk about me, okay? um, she do have an artist spirit, you know, but it came out with the hedonist card and the queen reverse card, a lot of red energy here. It's interesting that she tied to Beyonce because I do feel like on Shun daughter type energy or whatever. And I think that Beyonce is on a mission, spiritual mission when it comes to Chloe. So that's something that they both learning about because she might help to set Chloe free, but you know, you can only do so much. She have to get to the point that um she want to set herself free. And then I think that Beyonce is like leading the way for her. Cause Beyonce is trying to set herself free, and I think that she's on the verge of it. Um, she wanted to be famous, is what I'm hearing in a past life. So she did one of those like crossroads, like rituals. You know how they tell you go to the crossroads, you make a deal with the devil, and they give you riches and fame and stuff like that. She did that. She did that. Get you fucked up, man. Get you fucked up. It was a long time ago, too. Time is not real, but it was in a older time period. See, look, the magic mirror came out reversed though. So she got like devoured by this magic. Fucked her up. She's still paying the price to this day. She not a bad person though. She actually got a really good soul. This card remind me of judgment. I'm not sure what this card is supposed to mean in this deck, but if you look at it, Her spiritual team, she have a spiritual tribe that really cares about her, and they've been on many missions to um set her free. I am hearing that, she is disconnected from her higher self, but that's because she is condemned. But I feel her higher self like trying to reconnect with her. All right, let's get a few more cards on this. Yeah, I was just thinking that like she gonna see this video. She gonna see this video. Like her spiritual team gonna bring her to this video. Yeah, see, the ancestor cards came out. It's reversed though. It's because she's disconnected from it. It feel far off from her, but I feel like she could sense it or something. It must be close. It must be near because for one, I'm doing this reading. For two, I could hear her soul screaming. That's not really common. Usually the soul is so dormant that it's just silent, just dormant. But that's not the case for her. Hers is screaming. So that's a good sign. Yeah, I said that she's not connected because this came out reverse. So she not really in tune. It's because she gotta, for real though, it takes silence. It takes standing still. It takes being alone. It takes isolation. It takes being able to confront your own demons alone. It takes that in order for you to connect spiritually. Um some people, they keep themselves so busy that they don't have the opportunity or the chance to get in tune with themselves spiritually. And I feel like that's what's happening with her. And I think that even when she have times where she could like sit still, she don't really allow herself to really tap into herself. Like she might invite people over, call somebody. I don't really think that she like to be alone for too long, or she might work on something like music or something like that. But um, she actually need time to just stop and really invest in getting in touch with her spirit. Um, I do feel like music help her. She always been in touch with music all her lives. Um, she is an artist deep down inside, and if she was able to produce the art that is really from her soul, that shit would be amazing. It really would. Um, hmm, give me some clarity on that card. Yeah, she's supposed to, y'all, if y'all know on my channel, y'all been here for a minute, y'all would know this is representing divine people. Spirit want her to get on that boat. She just supposed to be on it. She's supposed to be on it. I'm just hearing that she one of the people that's just going to get redeemed. Like, spirit, God consciousness want to set her free. Um, she is like favored and somehow, and spirit want her to be reached. All right, so let's see the cards. Guess I'll try these right here. How can she set herself free? All right, so she gonna have to take like some type of cleanse. I think that this is the card I got clarity on because I was thinking of a practitioner or something like that. Um, she do have to get a cleansing, okay? Um, but after she do a cleansing, I feel like she should be celibate for a little while. Until she finds somebody that she truly trusts, which is harder in the industry. So, but I'm telling y'all, like it's not worth it, you know, to go out and have like a one night stand or to go and fuck with that person that this person is a demon, but they got some good dick. Okay. Um, it would be in your best interest to just hold out until you come across somebody that truly cares about you, somebody that you trust and you really got to know and everything. Um, somebody who have the same vision as you and everything, somebody that you truly connect with. You know, it should be to the point that you know regardless of what happened between you and this person, y'all still gonna be cool. Okay. Like let's say that you meet somebody, y'all get into a relationship or something like that, and the relationship doesn't work out. You know that you the type of person that you ain't gonna be petty. You ain't gonna try to cause them hell just because the relationship didn't work. As long as it wasn't like some trifling ass shit or something like that. But you also know that this other person, they ain't petty like that. They're not gonna try to make your life hell just because the relationship didn't work. So y'all deal with each other, and regardless of what happened, y'all still gonna be cool or friends and stuff like that. That's the type of people you should try to connect with. That um people who just not gonna try to destroy your life just because you walk away from them. So, and I know that's hard to figure out in the beginning because everybody try to make it seem like they are like that. But if you pay attention, they will tell on themselves. All right. So how can she set herself free? I'm also hearing saying no. Um, she gonna have to really stand her ground and say no to stuff that don't feel right in her spirit. See, when I was shuffling, I was seeing the throat chakra card, and that's what made me say no. And then it came out. So, um, she have a sensitivity to her too, as well. And I don't think that she like conflict and she don't do well with conflict. She might even run away from it. She got to stop doing that shit. She gonna have to stand her ground and speak her truth and not be afraid to lose, because the people around her, like in the industry, um a lot of times they like to convince her like we know better because we done it before type energy. Like, you need to just trust in what we tell you to do and just do it because we know better. And it's not the truth. Like, she had to get to a point that regardless of what happens, she gonna continue to be herself and commit to just being who she is, and don't let them create her image. She create her own image. She got to get to that point. She got to really stand up for herself, and she have to stop being afraid to fail. Yeah, in this lifetime, spirit is saying that she is getting a second chance. I think that when she came here, she was on a mission, a spiritual mission, and she got sidetracked. And I'm talking about this is many lifetimes ago, but she been in this death and rebirth loop. Um, but I feel like she came here with a mission, but she got sidetracked by wanting fame, success, and all of that. And, she did what she did. And this is many lifetimes ago, but she's still paying for it. But she one of the people that if she was to put in the work, she can set herself free and get on that boat. Not everybody is in that position, but she's not a bad person. She just made a really bad mistake some lifetimes ago. She also has to be fearless. She have to speak her truth, because right now this came in reverse. She don't really speak up for herself. She don't really stand her ground. She care too much what people think. She too afraid to lose her position, or she too afraid to disappoint people. So right now she's trying to do what's safe, but that's fucking her up spiritually as well. It's gonna fuck up her career because they don't know what they talking about. We in new times, new energy, and she has the ability to tap into that, but she has to tap into it. And you know what? Like, okay, what? Hold on. What's the relationship between her and Beyonce? How their relationship is right now? Cause I just kind of feel like they don't really talk a whole lot. What is their relationship, Beyonce and Chloe. Hmm. I kind of feel like there's something that is secretive that happened that put like a string between them. It could be something that Chloe is not telling Beyonce. Um, but it stresses her out. I mean, really, this Emperor reverse though is making me feel like Jay-Z could have been something that happened between them. Don't jump to conclusions yet, y'all. Don't jump to conclusions, but cuz I'm getting more so of like maybe he tried to push up on her and she didn't want that, but she felt obligated. I'm hearing violated. Give me clarity on this. Ooh, there's something. Chill, 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 chill. I don't know. I'm getting a feeling like they might not be cool right now. And even if they not cool right now, that's it's something. It's a divine lesson in that. Something ain't right. I'm kind of low key feeling like they don't even really like each other. What's going on here? How do Beyonce feel about Chloe? I'm hearing childish. How do Beyonce? Oop, how do Beyonce feel about think about Chloe? Mm. How do Beyonce? What's the relationship between? Okay, there's something going on here. Something going on. I don't know. I kind of feel like Chloe might be low key obsessed with being Beyonce in other ways, as in like she want her life or something like that. So she might even want Jay-Z or something because she got some type of obsession with being like Beyonce, but I feel like this is like a trauma response. But I do feel like there's some type of obsession or something there. And it's something else going on. This came out reverse, but I feel like Chloe wanna confess to Beyonce. Hold on. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute here, cause what is the relationship between Chloe and Jay-Z? What is the relationship between Chloe and Jay-Z? What is the relationship between Chloe? It's something going on there. There's something going on there. Okay, it's something going on here. There could be like a secret affair between like Jay-Z and Chloe because, and I'm getting the sense that he trying to groom her into being like the next Beyonce or some shit like that. Just because I kept picking up on the vibe, the energy of Beyonce wanting out of the relationship. Cause we seen here, yeah, I'm getting a vibe. Like Beyonce want out of the relationship, but Jay-Z is already thinking of how can I replace her or something. So I think that Jay-Z is like secretly in the background trying to push this Chloe girl to be like a carbon copy of Beyonce. Damn. And right now they might not be like too intimate or something like that, but I do feel like there's flirting going on. There's some form of emotional manipulation going on here. There's something going on. But see, her dealing with Jay-Z, he's a veteran, okay? So he know what he doing, like when it comes to this manipulation. Like he really know how to get into like a young girl mind. He really know how to do that. And I feel like there was some type of divide created between Chloe and Beyonce. I think it was on the behalf of Jay-Z, but he manipulated it to think that it was like something else. Because I feel like Chloe is feeling like some she feeling like some type of negative feelings towards Beyonce. Like she not really kind of like she feeling like Beyonce is not being appreciative. Like she might even know about Beyonce being in love with somebody else. Could be rumors around their network. Um, but she not seeing it or understanding it from Beyonce's standpoint. So she being real young minded about it, but that ain't her fault. I mean, it's partially, but I feel like she being emotionally manipulated. Like she feel like you're not really appreciating him, but I would appreciate him. I would appreciate him if I was in a relationship with him or something. Something stupid, man. This is all the setup. This is all the setup. Like it's like a setup by the industry to get what they want out of her. Um, because I feel like now she kind of like in a secret competition with Beyonce. Because hold on, oh my goodness gracious, how do Chloe feel about Jay-Z? See, yeah, that's what a confusion coming in for me because earlier I was saying that like I feel like he trying to make some type of advances on her or something like that. Maybe the retaliation is towards Jay-Z and not Beyonce because I feel like Jay-Z could have violated her in some type of way, put her into some type of position where she felt like she was forced to be in that position. Um, these are my cards. If you look and make player cards down below, you could get you a copy. I know I'm being deceptive, but it's the only way for me to gain control. I'm struggling to set boundaries and I'm absorbing too much negative energy. I don't want to fight with you, but I will if I have to. I don't want them to know how much I want this. I'm feeling like Jay-Z is doing some real shady moves in the background. He trying to manipulate things, but he also causing like confusion and everything. Hold on, I gotta make a quick phone call. Hold on. So yeah, because she wanna set boundaries with Jay-Z, you know? Hold on, how's she feeling about Beyonce? She ain't feeling too good about Beyonce either, but I think see I need some time away from them, but they won't let me go. It's time to let go. I'm thinking that she really ain't fucking with Jay-Z or Beyonce, but I do feel like there is some confusion. Like her negative thoughts about Beyonce is through certain types of manipulation. Like she could have went something bad happened or something like that, and she could have went to her manager or something like that and was like, look, y'all short me money or something like that. And then it was like, yeah, it's because of Beyonce. She refused to pay you that money because of whatever reason. But I just don't think that it's like the full truth, but it's some form of manipulation. How she feel about Beyonce? Mhm. There is no way out of this. I feel stuck and my mind is not clear enough for me to find a solution. Please help. Eight of Swords. I know that it's power in my sensuality and my confidence allure others. She could even be getting like a mindset that she feel like Beyonce could be like jealous of her. Um, or even like in competition with her or something. But again, I feel like there's people setting her up against Beyonce. She could also be wanting to leave the company or something like that because she could be feeling like the company is not seeing her vision. Because I feel like she could be wanting to do something else, but she's not getting creative freedom. And I feel like she feel like Beyonce either not helping her or she's a part of the restriction. I don't think that she fucking with Jay-Z. She probably kind of look at him like a pervert and wish that he stopped flirting with her. But she really stressed out because in that industry, they constantly fucking with you. Constantly. So if you don't set up boundaries, if you don't say no, um, they will really fuck you up. Right now, she's in a bad mental state. I'm feeling panic attacks. Like she feel like a heaviness on her chest. She really stressed out. She don't feel like nobody understands. She don't feel like nobody cares. And how Beyonce feel about her? I'm I think her and Beyonce did have some rough times. But I think it's because at this particular time period that either they fell out or there was miscommunication or something like that, or I feel like Beyonce could have been like really harsh to her or something like that. With this card, I thought I was being protective, but maybe I was too possessive. But with this card, I feel like Beyonce was going through like her own shit at the time when it comes to her marriage falling apart, her being in love with somebody else, because this is what's on her mind during like this situation with Chloe. And maybe she did neglect Chloe. I'm getting that feeling too. Like she neglected Chloe as an artist because of everything that she was worried about. So I think that Beyonce kind of just gave her over to like a crew or something like that. And I feel like Chloe's feeling like, man, you kind of just abandoned me. You're not being like a good producer or whatever you call it. You're not really mentoring me. You're not really there for me as an artist. Yeah, see, this the lovers reverse. So this is what like this is what going on with Beyonce. So she could have been like in a stink ass attitude at some point when it came to her. Yeah. I need to lighten up a little and stop taking things so personally. I think at some point she was being like a bitch to Chloe because and Chloe might have looked at it like, oh, she jealous of me because I'm the young one and da 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 da. But I think it's deeper than that. I think it was a lot of things going on. I'm even getting the vibe that she knew that Jay-Z was either flirting with her or trying to flirt with her or something like that. Maybe she's seen it from a distance. But it's kind of to a point that Beyonce just she don't give a fuck about what Jay-Z do. But I think that she do have like a negative mindset about it. Like these industry women are always trying to get ahead by sleeping with somebody. You know, she could be really judgmental and harsh about it. Um so she could have started to look at Chloe differently. Cause what I'm getting is like maybe she was reading a body language and she felt like Chloe was entertaining Jay-Z. But I think that she was just trying to be polite. Something awkward happened. This might have happened a long time ago too. I'm picking up the pieces, I'm healing because I feel like how the car is coming out now, Beyonce is like in the energy of seeing what she did wrong, seeing how she mishandled things, seeing her shadow, basically. I just think that at the time that whatever falling out that they had, at the time Beyonce was like in a really bad space. Um, but right now she looking at things differently. Cause I think that she did at one point started to look at Chloe like, is you one of those like the MK Ultra bots? Cause Beyonce, she knows some things about the industry. So she really don't trust nobody in the industry really, but you know, I think she started to question like who is Chloe? Like, can I trust her? I think she started to distrust Chloe. Um, but I feel like now she's looking at it differently. Yeah, I think that she was hard on Chloe at one time or made her feel bad about herself or something like that. Um, so Chloe is still holding on to that memory and I feel like it could even be deeper than that. Like there could have had been something that happened that was really traumatizing to Chloe and she tried to open up to Beyonce and Beyonce is kind of like just deal with it. It's just deal with it. Like I don't got time or whatever, but I think that she wasn't being empathetic towards her because of what she's seen in the industry. She just in a, like her heart was closed off. She needed a spiritual journey at that time because she should have been there for her. She should have been there for Chloe. And I think Chloe has resentment about that. She resents Beyonce not being there for her, not helping her, not understanding her, maybe even judging her. She could have tried to tell Beyonce, like, look, your man was trying to push up on me, and Beyonce, like, don't act like you didn't want it or something. Some dumb shit like that. Like, don't act like, you know, you didn't have a part to play in it. Like, I know you ain't innocent. Some shit like that. All right, so I'm gonna just cut it off here. I know I was gonna include Chris Brown, but I don't really feel a reason to. So stay blessed, y'all. Hope you enjoy the reading. Like, share, and subscribe.